Hey everybody, welcome back to our channel. Today's video is all about cost of living in Philadelphia versus California. East Coast versus West Coast. East side versus West side. Welcome back everybody, I'm Gregory Martyr, your local real estate expert. Thanks for stopping back to our channel to check out the video that's all about cost of living in Philadelphia versus cost of living in California. There are some great differences, there are some great similarities. Of course, nothing beats Philly. I might be a little bit biased there, but we're your local real estate experts here. We're your local information experts too. Thanks for checking out the video. Hit that subscribe button, click that bell notification, call, email, text anytime, send us a comment down below. Let's get to it. Philly versus California. Wow, not versus. All right, so we're checking out the cost of living in Philadelphia. Now we did a whole video series on this specifically to our beautiful city. And then we compared our city to the counties out here. But now we're looking to go, well, where am I gonna move? I wanna move, do I wanna go to Pennsylvania? Hint, hint, yes, wink, wink. Or do I wanna move to California? You know what? It's your choice. We'll try to bring you some great information to help you make that choice. If you are moving to our city, gotta check out our six steps video on moving to Philadelphia. All right, let's get to it. All right, so we're gonna compare taxes, average homes cost, average utility bills. We're gonna check out how much food costs in the area, healthcare, and overall crime. We wanna be safe, we wanna be fed, you wanna make money, you wanna buy a house, we got you covered. So Philadelphia County, which encompasses the whole city, you got an average real estate taxes of about $2,000, which is pretty low for Pennsylvania. Definitely as you leave the city and get into the other counties, it's another video, they go much higher from there. So California as a whole, now certainly there are areas that are much more, and we're not California experts, but we're just trying to do a little comparison about where do we want to move, is very similar in property taxes. They have a tax rate of about 3/4 of a point. So is it 10%? Not quite. It's 0.77. So a little bit less than, or a little bit more than 3/4, which is about what it is here in Philadelphia. The house is worth $250,000. Your taxes are going to be around $2,500, as I just gave you that average. Similarly in California. So right there, we're kind of right down the middle. All right, so sales tax, California has us beat. Now they're doing a 6% sales tax, which is what we're doing here in Pennsylvania. But when you get into the city of Philadelphia, and I'm sure the cities of California are going to charge you more sales tax, but right around 7 and 8%. So it is a little bit more in our city, but not so much in most of California. All right, we're still talking about taxes, property tax for the transfer rate. So you're going to buy a beautiful home in our fair city, got to give us a call. Even if you don't, you're going to pay a total of 5% transfer tax in Philadelphia, in the county and in the city. Now usually that's split right down the middle, 2.5% for the buyer and 2.5% for the seller. California, the math is similar, it's a little bit different. They pay like 55 cents for every $500 for the amount of the property. And then there's a city tax on top of that, which it averages out to be right around the same amount of money. Not quite exactly, but very similar for transfer tax. Just like in California, here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, who pays the transfer tax can become a negotiating point. Now that might be for a different video, but similarly, you're going to be paying the amount based on the sale price. So let's talk about the sale prices, because the average home in Philadelphia is right around that $250,000. There are some great places, as you've seen from our videos though, in the $100,000 range, and some beautiful houses as well, up into that $750,000 and higher. So the national average is $185,000. Philadelphia, we got you averaged out right around that $250,000 price point, $250,000. California's average is about double that. So we got you beat on that, Cali. Nah, just kidding. But California's right around $440,000 for an average price point of a home. So So obviously everything is based on that. Your transfer tax is going to be higher. Now you do get to live in a different part of the state. And certainly where your $440,000 that you're paying in California puts you, it's all dependent on that. If you need a really great agent anywhere in the state of California, if you're looking to move there, certainly we can hook you up. We got a really great, vast network of referral agents. We got you covered in California too. So income taxes is really based on your income, what tax rate. So that's pretty much standard throughout the United States. There is a city wage tax in our fair city, so even if you don't live in the city, or if you live in the city, pay a city wage tax. If you work in the city, you pay a city wage tax. Now that's about 1%. Again, we're using averages. Now California is much less than that. It's about half of that, so they do have us beat there. But if you're in some of those major metropolitan areas in California, they do have an added city tax. So it sort of evens it out. But they do have us beat by a little bit there on the city wage tax, but it's well worth it. They use taxes to improve the city, to make improvements throughout, which only keeps your property values to go up. Of course, your taxes are going to go up too, that I can guarantee. All right, so we're going to get you a great house no matter where you decide to move. Pennsylvania, Philadelphia, hint, hint, wink, wink. I am biased, so I'm at least being honest about that. The utility costs are very, very similar. About $100 or so for electric, give or take, depending on how many fish tanks you have, how much internet you watch and TV, how many YouTube channels that you're checking out, which I hope is ours. Gasoline, natural gas and oil are again very similar. Since we're each on the coasts, we have a lower amount of commodities because it's easier to get to us because we are on the coast, East Coast versus West Coast. Natural gas, oil, propane is very similar in that $150 to $250 range, depending if you have heat, hot water, what it's heating. California does have more heat pumps than we do here in Pennsylvania because they have a different climate. Again, I'm not claiming to be an expert in California, but heat pumps work a little bit differently to keep your house heated. So it might skew the numbers a little bit, but they're very similar in averages. Anywhere between $100 and $300 for your utilities is the official answer. Right down the middle, PA, Philadelphia, California, we meet you in the middle. So we're keeping you warm, which keeps you happy. Let's keep you healthy too. The national average of health care in our great United States is about $8,000. Now again, this is an average for a single person. Pennsylvania, Philadelphia area, you're paying right around 15% of that on a monthly basis. Same thing in California. Now that really has a lot to do with your job, really has a lot to do with your boss and what kind of a setup you have if you are working. Now if you're self-employed, very similarly based. We have a great healthcare system here in Pennsylvania, in the Philadelphia area especially. We've got a ton of great opportunities. So we're right around the middle there as well. California, we're keeping with you neck and neck. And if you need to have your neck checked out, check up from your neck up, Philadelphia is where it's at. All right, so gasoline. You want to go out, you want to have some fun, you want to go out to eat, which we're going to cover that in a second. Gasoline, we got you beat. California's average gasoline price is right around $3.15, and we're under $3 for gas prices. Right now we're in that $2.80 range, although that could change by the time I get done with this video. So the gasoline price is not so far off from each other, but we got you beat in Philadelphia. All right, so let's go out to eat. We're getting our car, we got our house, we feel good, we're warm, or we're cool. Let's go have something to eat. Let's go have some fun. Depending on where you are in Philadelphia, we talk a ton about the opportunities you have to go around. An average meal is going to cost you right around $20 to $30 per person. That's an average meal at a median price point type restaurant. You're grabbing a little snack. You might be in that $10 to $12 range. You're going to go out for something fancy schmancy, which I suggest you do. You're going to be maybe double that to be in right around that $60, $70, even up to $100 per person. Now, California is right in line with us too. They got a ton of great places to eat. Some areas of the cities, depending on where you go, are walkable, and your price points are going to be right around that same average. So all in all, we're neck and neck with you, California, but of course, Philly is such a better place. Now, I'm just trying to throw in those hints again, but so if you were thinking of considering making a move to Philadelphia or Pennsylvania or California, what did we learn today? You're going to pay a little bit more for a house in California, generally speaking, on average, but everything else is pretty much right in line. Some areas are skewed, some of the taxes are a little bit different, but by the time everything washes out, they do meet in the middle. Well, I hope you learned a lot today. If there was something we missed, or maybe you want us to elaborate on it, hit that comment down below, or you can just shoot me a text or send us an email. I'm Gregory Martier, your local real estate expert here in Philadelphia, or your information experts if you're looking to move. Appreciate you checking out our channel. Hit subscribe, hit that bell, hit that email, hit that text, give us a call, and we'll see you on the next video. Thanks so much, everybody, and have a great day.